Adventurers! We have a problem. Zombies are invading our beautiful garden, and we need to unlock a powerful secret to fend them off. But to do that, we must first understand the magic that keep plants so vibrant and alive. Their colors. Today, we're on a quest to discover the importance of chlorophyll and other pigments. Mabuhay, adventures! I am John David Sigo. Mabuhay! Together, we're your guides on this journey through the incredible world of plant pigments. So grab your gear and get ready for an adventure where we unlock secrets and fight off zombies with knowledge. Are you all excited? Now, let's start by diving into a question we may have all wondered at some point. Have you ever gazed at a forest or a garden and asked, why are plants green? Or notice how some leaves turn bright red, orange, or even purple? Well, plants are like little artists, using the magic of pigments to create all these amazing colors. The main star, of course, is chlorophyll. It's what makes plants green and what gives them the power to produce their own food. But it's not alone. Plants have an entire team of pigments that help them absorb light, protect them, and even attract pollinators.
Before we dive deeper, let's warm up our minds with a quick and colorful energizer game. This game is called Rainbow Mix and Match, and it's all about identifying the colors in the plant world and their roles. We've all known that the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, and the resulting combination of these colors are the secondary colors. With this, I'm going to show you different leaves with secondary colors. Your mission is to identify the primary colors in each leaf. Simple, right? And the best part, every correct answer earns you a digital gold coin. These coins will help us defend our plants against zombies. Let's see who can collect the most.
Great job, adventurers! It looks like you already know a bit about plant colors. And as you can see, each color and pigment plays a unique role in helping plants survive and thrive. These pigments aren't just for beauty or defense. They're essential for life on Earth. Without them, plants couldn't survive, and neither could we. So, adventurers, stay tuned as we unlock each pigment's power and discover why they're truly the guardians of the green world.
Thank you. Let's set our sights today's quest objectives. By the end of our journey, you'll able to identify the importance of chlorophyll and the different pigments found in plants.
Before we go into the depths of plant pigments, let's take a quick detour to review a concept that will help us understand how these pigments work. It all starts with something we see every day but may not think much about. Light, or liwanag in Tagalog. When we look around us, we see different colors. But have you ever wondered why we see colors at all? Well, that has to do with something called the electromagnetic spectrum. This is a lesson that we've learned during our 10th grade in Science 10. The electromagnetic spectrum is the full range of electromagnetic waves or energy waves that travel through space. These waves are invisible to the human eye because they span a different range of wavelengths, or the distance between one wave to the next. We have different types of waves like radio waves, microwaves, ultraviolet waves, X-rays, infrared waves, but the only wave that is visible to the naked eye of human is the visible light. And the visible light is the main reason why we see something with colors. Visible light is divided into 7 different colors: the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and the violet, or the Roy G view, or the rainbow. Each color corresponds to a specific wavelength of light. Think of a wavelength like a wave in the ocean. The shorter the wave, the more energy it has, and the longer the wave, the less energy it carries. As we can see, red has the longest wavelength, meaning it carries the least energy, and violet has the shortest wavelength, packing the most energy. Now here's a cool fact. When we see color like the green of a plant, it's because the color is being reflected by the plant surface, while all the colors are absorbed. Let's simplify this with a quick example. Imagine you're wearing a red shirt on a sunny day. The shirt looks red because it absorbs all the colors of light but reflects the red light. On the other hand, let's imagine you're wearing a white shirt on a sunny day. The shirt looks white because it reflects all color and does not absorb any. Meanwhile, if we imagine that we are wearing a black shirt, we're going to see the black color because it absorbs all color and reflects nothing or none. That's the end of our short review. Let us now understand our topic, starting with the basic. What is plant? A plant is a living organism that grows in the ground and is capable of producing its own food. Think of plant as nature's food factories. They are living beings that can grow and survive in our environment. They have roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Plants take in water and nutrients from the soil through their roots. They use these resources to grow and thrive, making them an essential part of our ecosystem. So what is pigment? A pigment is a substance that gives color to something by absorbing certain wavelengths of light and reflecting others. So you've probably noticed how colorful the world is, right? From the blue sky to the green grass, everything has color. Well, these colors are due to pigments. A pigment works like a filter. It absorbs certain colors of light and reflects others. The colors we see is the one that is reflected. Knowing all of these, what are the plant pigments? Plant pigments are the special substances in plants that give their color and help them absorb light for important processes like photosynthesis. Plants are colorful, and the reason why they have these different colors is because of plant pigments. These pigments are chemicals found in the leaves, flowers, and stems of plants. They play an important role in how plants interact with light. These pigments help plants capture light energy, which they use for growth and survival. Plant pigment is divided into two: the principal pigments and accessory pigments. But let us first delve into the principal pigments. A principal pigment is the primary pigment that plays the main role in photosynthesis, the process where plants convert light energy into food. But what is photosynthesis? A photosynthesis is a process that plants use to make their own food. It involves converting sunlight into energy. To do this, plants need a molecule that can capture sunlight efficiently, and that's where the principal pigment comes in. Think of the principal pigment like the main character in a story. The main character is the one who drives the action and is involved in everything important. In plants, the main character is chlorophyll. Without chlorophyll, plants wouldn't be able to do their job at making food from the sunlight. But what is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is the green pigment found in plants, algae, and some bacteria. It absorbs blue and red wavelengths of light but reflects color green. It's the molecule that captures sunlight for photosynthesis and gives plants their green color. Wait, not all chlorophylls are the same. There are two main types of chlorophyll in plants, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Since we're on a principal pigment, let us first tackle the chlorophyll A. So what is chlorophyll A? Chlorophyll A is a type of chlorophyll that absorbs light energy from the sun, primarily in the blue and red wavelengths, and reflects dark green color. Chlorophyll A is the most important and the primary pigment for photosynthesis. It is the one that directly absorbs sunlight and helps convert it into energy.
Example.
Chlorophyll A is important because of the following main reasons. Number 1, food production for the plant. The glucose made during photosynthesis is stored as starch, which the plant uses as food for growth, reproduction, and survival. Without the chlorophyll A, the plant couldn't produce its own food and it would eventually die. Number 2, foundation of the food chain. Plants are the starting point of the food chain. Animals and humans depend on plants for food. If plants couldn't make their own food, it would disrupt the entire ecosystem.
Now let's transition to other type of plant pigments, the accessory pigments. But first, what is accessory? In general terms, the word accessory refers to something that adds supports, enhances a process, or complements the primary component. It's not the main feature but plays an important role in ensuring that the main component functions better. So what are accessory pigments? In context of plants, accessory pigments are pigments that assist the primary pigment in capturing sunlight for photosynthesis, or they have a specific function other than being helper in photosynthesis. Example of accessory pigments include chlorophyll B, carotenoid, flavonoid, and anthocyanin. What is chlorophyll B? Chlorophyll B is an accessory pigment that works alongside chlorophyll A in the photosynthetic process. It's a specialized molecule found in chloroplasts of plants, algae, and some cyanobacteria. While chlorophyll A is the primary pigment responsible for capturing light, chlorophyll B complements its function by absorbing light in different range of wavelength within the visible spectrum. Specifically, it is highly efficient at absorbing blue and yellow-green light, which chlorophyll A absorbs less efficiently. That is why it reflects light color green. What is the importance of chlorophyll B? It broadens the spectrum of light absorption. Chlorophyll B absorbs light in a region that chlorophyll A cannot, particularly in blue and yellow-green parts of the spectrum. This ensures that plants can utilize a wider range of sunlight for photosynthesis. The sun emits a spectrum of light, but only certain wavelengths can be captured for energy. Without chlorophyll B, plants would lose out on a valuable energy that exists outside chlorophyll A's absorption range. Plants growing under the shade of larger plants or trees rely on chlorophyll B to absorb a scattered and filtered light that is predominantly in the blue-green region. Let's dive into another accessory pigment, the carotenoids. Carotenoids are a group of accessory pigment found in plants, algae, and some bacteria. They are responsible for the reflection of yellow, orange, and red colors often seen in fruits, flowers, and autumn leaves. These pigments are lipid soluble and are located in the chlorophyll of plant cells alongside chlorophyll. Carotenoids absorb light in wavelengths blue and green that chlorophyll does not capture efficiently. When light is captured, it generates an energy, and this energy will be passed on chlorophyll. This helps plants maximize the amount of light energy available for photosynthesis. Example, in aquatic plant where light is filtered and predominantly blue, carotenoids enable efficient photosynthesis by capturing blue light energy. Carotenoids is essential for human nutrition as carotenoids are a source of high concentration of vitamin A, which is crucial for vision, immune function, and overall health of human. Example, carotenoid-rich foods such as carrots and spinach provide essential vitamin A to humans and other animals. Let's go to another accessory pigment, the flavonoids. What are flavonoids? Flavonoids are a diverse group of plant pigments responsible for the reflection of yellow, red, and purple colors in many fruits, flowers, and vegetables. They are commonly found in leaves, roots, seeds, and bark of plants. Flavonoids are secondary metabolites, meaning they are not directly involved in the plant's primary function, like growth or reproduction, but are still essential for its survival and adaptation in various environments. Protection against UV radiation. Flavonoids act as protective shield for plant cells by absorbing harmful ultraviolet light. This prevents DNA damage and other cellular disruption caused by UV. UV radiation can damage plant tissues, especially leaves, leading to decreased photosynthetic capacity and potential death. By absorbing UV light, flavonoids help protect plants, ensuring they remain healthy and functional. Pollinator attraction. The colors produced by flavonoids in flowers help attract pollinators such as bees, butterflies, and birds, which are drawn to the vibrant colors they create. Pollination is vital for plant reproduction. By attracting pollinators. Flavonoids ensures that flowers are pollinated, which lead to seed production and the continuation of plant species. Let's go to the last accessory pigment, the anthocyanin. What is anthocyanin? Anthocyanin are water-soluble pigments found in the vacuoles of plant cells. They are responsible for the red, purple, and blue colors in various parts of plants such as flowers, fruits, leaves, stems, and roots. The color produced by anthocyanins depends on pH levels. pH level is a measure of how acidic or basic a substance is, expressed on a scale of 0 to 14. A pH below 7 indicates acidity. A pH of 7 is neutral, and a pH above 7 indicates alkalinity. Acidic condition yield red hues. Neutral condition produce purple tones. Alkaline condition result in blue shades. What is the importance of anthocyanins? Anthocyanins possess powerful antioxidant properties, which help combat stress caused by free radicals in plants. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells and tissues, leading to aging and other harmful effects. This antioxidant protects plant cells from damage due to environmental factors such as UV radiation, pollution, and extreme temperatures. In a broader ecosystem, the antioxidant properties of anthocyanins are valuable to humans as well, contributing to the health benefits of consuming plants rich in anthocyanin, such as berries, grapes, and purple cabbage. Anthocyanins are also indicator of seasonal changes. During autumn, Anthocyanins become more prominent as chlorophyll breaks down, helping trees conserve nutrients and survive through winter. The red and purple pigments protect leaves from excessive light and facilitate nutrients reabsorption into the tree before leaf fall.
Adventurers, we have completed our journey into the vibrant world of pigments. Let us take a moment to revisit the knowledge we've uncovered. Here's a quick overview of the pigments that keep our plants alive and colorful. So under the plant pigments, we have principal pigments and accessory pigments. Under the principal pigment, we have the chlorophyll A, which reflects dark green color and absorbs blue and red wavelengths of light. The captain of photosynthesis, capturing light and converting it into energy for plant growth. The second one is the accessory pigment. Under the accessory pigments, we have the chlorophyll B, which reflects light green color and absorbs blue and yellow-green wavelengths of light. Next is the carotenoids. It reflects yellow, orange, and red color while absorbing blue and green wavelengths of light. It is high in vitamin A and also broadens the range of light absorption. The third one is the flavonoids. It reflects yellow, red, and purple color while absorbing blue-green wavelengths of light. It also absorbs ultraviolet rays, acts as a defense against herbivores, and attracts pollinators. The last one is the anthocyanins. It reflects red, purple, and blue color while absorbing blue-green wavelengths of colors. The color produced by anthocyanins depends on pH levels, and it also contains antioxidant properties. These pigments work as a team to ensure plants thrive, survive, and continue to support life on Earth. Without them, our world would lose its colors, energy, and balance. These
Before we move on to the final activity, we're opening the floor to any questions. Adventurers, if there's anything you want to clarify or explore further about pigments and their importance, now's your chance. Raise your hand and we'll guide you.
And now, let's test your knowledge with the fun, situational quiz. Each question has a unique story to make learning exciting. If you get the correct answer, you will earn a digital sunflower coin to help you battle the zombies. Number 1. Mom Daisy, a biology teacher, is explaining photosynthesis to her students. She says that one pigment is the most important for capturing light and converting it to energy. Which pigment should she emphasize as the principal pigment? Number 1, or letter A, chlorophyll B. Letter B, chlorophyll B. Letter C, carotenoids. And letter D, anthocyanins. The correct answer is chlorophyll A, or letter A. Number 2. During the district meet in Inusduban Marawi Integrated National High School, a student noticed that the carrot she is eating is color orange. She hypothesized that the orange pigment might be an accessory pigment. Which pigment could be responsible for the observation? Letter A, chlorophyll A. Letter B, carotenoids. Letter C, flavonoids. And letter D, anthocyanins. The correct answer is letter B, carotenoid. Number 3. Kelly Cute, a student, observed that her sunflower turned slightly red when she accidentally poured vinegar water to it, which is acidic. She wonders which pigment caused this color change. What would you tell her? A. Chlorophyll. B. Letter B. Flavonoids. Letter C. Anthocyanins. And letter D. Carotenoids. The correct answer is letter C. Anthocyanins. Number 4. In a sari-sari store near Bahay Kubo, a farmer brought a basket of fresh vegetables. He noticed that the bright yellow flowers of his squash were attracting many bees. He asked you which pigment in the flowers might be responsible for these visual signals to pollinators. What would your response? A. Chlorophyll. A. Letter B. Flavonoids. Letter C. Anthocyanins. And letter D. Carotenoids. The correct answer is letter B. Flavonoids. The correct answer is letter A. Chlorophyll. B.
Great job, adventurers! Each of you who participated has proven you're ready to use your knowledge to defend the plants and ensure their survival. Let's count your sunflower coins and get ready to battle the zombies.
Thank you, adventurers, for joining us on this colorful journey. Remember, pigments are not just plant warriors, but the unseen heroes of life on Earth. Together, let's protect and cherish the beauty and power of nature. Until next time, goodbye and happy exploring!
Audio Jungle.
Good day everyone, I am Francine Lian and I'm here to describe the electron flow and the light reaction events. This sunlight, light energy, excite this P680 in photosystem 2. They become excited and transferred to ETC or electron transport chain that create proton gradient. After that, in P700, the electrons in P700 become excited again they are re-excited by sunlight, and then they are transferred in another electron transport chain. Then the final destination of these electrons is NADPH. Details in photosystem 2 is when the light hits P680 chlorophyll molecules. In photosystem 2, they absorb energy. And when they absorb energy, they become excited dun sa tumaas, causing them to lose an electron. This electron is then transferred or passed through ETC or a series of proteins in electron transport chain. To replace the lost electrons, water molecules are split in a process called photolysis, which releases oxygen as a byproduct. The energy from electron flow through the electron transport chain is used to pump protons into the thylakoid space, creating a proton gradient. In photosystem 1 naman, in electron transport chain, the electrons from electron transport chain is pupunta sa P700 in photosystem 2. They become excited again. They are excited by sunlight, and these excited electrons are then transferred to another ETC. The final destination of this electron is NADPH, which is reduced to NADPH by the enzyme NADP plus reductase. This NADPH will later be used in Calvin cycle to help produce glucose. As electrons flow through photosystem 2 and the electron transport chain, a protogradient is created across the thylakoid membrane. This proton gradient is used by ATP synthase to produce ATP in a process called chemiosmosis. Protons flow from thylakoid space through ATP synthase, driving the conversion of ADP and inorganic phosphate into ATP. This ATP is essential for powering the Calvin cycle where glucose is synthesized. Again, the light energy excites the electrons in P680 of photosystem 1. These excited electrons travel to ETC or electron transport chain, creating a proton gradient. Electrons then reach P700 and re-excited by light and transferred to NADP plus to form NADPH. Information, the water is split to replace the lost electrons in photosystem 2 or in this P680, this photosystem 2.